Number 8, second reading and adoption of the fiscal year 2017-18 budget.
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Elder, do you have that second? Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Quayle?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker? Yes. Unanimous.
Item number 9, consider approval of budget transfer.
Detention center.
2 transfers, actually.
First one for the road, one for the jail.
Delinquent accounts? It's for delinquent accounts or not?
Delinquent account?
Yeah.
This is budget transfer.
Oh.
We're waiting on state.
One of them,
One is to clear up each line item can't be negative. So we're transferring between line items is what one transfer is, which we do every year at the end of the year.
Do we need 2 different motions or one?
Motion.
Motion to transfer the funds.
Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Quayle?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Unanimous.
number 10, consider approval to purchase 2 hands-free CPR devices for EMS, the total amount being $17,900. Stephanie, you want to say anything about these devices? Or?
Yes, this is one of 2 devices that's on the market. The one we're requesting are $10,000 cheaper each unit than the other devices on the market. We believe that these will increase the survival rate of our patients with cardiac arrest and decrease workers' comp claims for back injuries. EMS employees standing in the back doing the CPR. We just think it'd be best for the service to have these, and it is the cheaper one of the 2 on the market right now.
Basically, you don't, it does all the work for you.
Yes, it's uninterrupted CPR. It's more efficient, it's better for the patient.
What is life expectancy or the warranty? Well, first, what's the warranty? Do you know what the warranty period on?
It doesn't have a warranty on this paper, but it has a 3-year battery life.
3-year, I'm sorry, what?
3-year battery life.
Is there
Be calibrated each year or something, any kind of maintenance tied to this?
The companies come and do the maintenance for, I believe, up to 5 years.
That's included in with the price.
And I believe the EMS director's done a good job. He does have those funds available within his current budget.
He does,
So,
yeah.
Second.
Mr. Elder?
yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Quayle?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Thank you. Appreciate what you guys do.
Thank you, young lady.
Thank you, Steph. Yeah, you can if you want to. Item number 11, department reports. Jason, Jimmy's out today, so you got anything, everything going all right?
Had a guy come in Monday, CJ Gates, up in West. So he interviewed Roger Lupson, who's the one that did the heart.
How you spell that last name?
Lupson.
Whoops.
Lupson.
It's a Marion County name from way back, isn't it?
Must be under
Motion to approve.
Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Mr. Quayle?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Who was it quit?
CJ.
Yes.
Unanimous.
He's done a better job.
Yeah.
Bad work. You got to quit too.
I think actually, yeah.
You'd fire him, wouldn't you?
Jay Herger, the dump truck's supposed to be done the 29th of this month, so it's looking good. He's working on the blacktop reports. He's got y'all thinking.
Got everybody's roads.
The spraying, the bush hogging, he's going right along. Yeah.
Who's doing the bush hogging? Is
Robert Rivers is bush hogging right now.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's doing an excellent job so far.
Done real good.
I mean, I've heard a lot of compliments from people, so that's good. Thank
He
you.
runs the boom mower done this week, it broke down, so.
Yeah.
double vision.
You might want to
The boom
focus,
mower is?
Yeah,
you might want to focus that bush hog on spraying out in this part of the area of the county.
well, he's all over.
Well, just kind of focus him in there, you know?
I thought the city took care
My
of that.
district first, John Arthur.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of mine's sidewalk, so, you know,
Yours sidewalk,
it shouldn't be a problem.
yeah, lawnmower. But that's all he's got.
Jason, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Brock?
Thanks, sir.
I called Francis yesterday, Tuesday, and they were going to consider grants for the rubberized asphalt yesterday. They were going to select the projects they were going to award the grants to. I talked to them at length about it. They said they had 13 applications. They had more applications for the inch-and-a-half overlay of the rubberized asphalt than they did for the chip seal. They said they had probably enough money that they could fund 5 or 6 out of the 13 applications. And, as I talked to them at length, and we've got as good a shot at anybody, but I should hear in the next week or two whether we got awarded that grant. It'll be in the neighborhood of 100,000, probably 90-some thousand.
Awesome. That's going out,
Good grant.
that's going out to Riley Road.
Limited funds.
Okay.
They pay the entire thing on the rubber thing, don't they?
Rubberized asphalt when they do.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we do another mile and 2
Yeah.
tenths regular.
It was gonna be,
Wind up getting about 2.5 miles of road.
it was gonna be paved anyway, so
Right.
that's good.
It's going to be paved anyway, and they want to be able to come down and analyze it over 5 years and see which one lasts the better.
Make sure we take that off your Schwecker's list.
Popcorn too?
Any other questions?
What about
Thank
the fire hydrants and,
Sharon and I have been working, as I put in our report, Bill Stardy gave us a task, asked us to do a task of mapping all of the fire hydrants out in the county. Several of the fire hydrants around Lebanon, I think already have already been mapped by Lincoln Trail, but I guess most or all of the water district hydrants had not been put on any kind of a mapping base. So what we're going to do, she's entering them into her computer system, and we're going to sort them this next week according to roads. And so we won't waste a lot of time going around locating them. And we're taking all of the forms that show the location of each fire hydrant, and we're going to take our vehicle out there with a GPS in it, and we're going to do coordinates on every fire hydrant in Marion County.
Great.
And we're going to have Lincoln Trail map it, and we're going to have a map for everybody showing the location of every fire hydrant. Now what that'll do, that should markedly decrease our insurance premiums once we report that that's been done, because it has not been done.
Also, those, the new ones, where they put the new line in, you're probably aware of it, but they've got several.
Along
city.
Campbell Highway,
Yeah, and that's the city, it's not really the county,
we're
but,
going to put them all on.
Yeah,
We're going to put them
I was
all
gonna say.
on a common map.
yeah.
One question, Keith.
You know, the fire chief said, well, we know where they are. Well, you know, they need to come back.
You had the insurance down, yeah.
When you say fire hydrants, is some of these smaller, like field stations, are you including those in this, or just?
No, the, was it ISO?
ISO, they've got to flow
yeah,
250 gallons per
yeah.
minute to be
It has to be an
considered.
actual hydrant. They won't, ISO does not recognize those standard
They'll empty your water
those
heater.
flow valves. and
I
whatever.
didn't think they did. This
Be
come up-
nice they did, but they
This came up
don't.
before, when we did a flow test years ago.
See, and that's the other thing too, is that, and I appreciate you up on that, Judge and Keith, but the other thing is, once we turn that into ISO, then ISO will put it through a review, and keep your fingers crossed, because technically they could come down and then they could go around and flow test all.
They can.
Yeah, so that's another good thing in working with the county water district and city, is that they should have those flow ratings, so.
Well, Mike Robinson from Lincoln Trail Lab's going to come down Tuesday, this next Tuesday, and show Sharon and I how to enter all these into the database. He knows how to do it. That way we don't have to farm it out for somebody else to do it. We've got the capability to do it, we just don't know how to do it into the computer system. So I don't know how long it's going to take us to do it. It's a matter of riding the road and finding the hydrant and mapping it and then going to the next point. So we'll get them as quickly as we can. And I've asked her to sort them according to road. And, you know, every road that we have postally addressed now has a 0 point, and then you move out that road. We're going to start at the 0 point of it, and we'll know where each hydrant is. And that's the only way I'm going to do it.
How many projected hydrants are there out in the county?
104, I think. There's 304 throughout the whole city and county, but there's 104 that are
Technically in the county.
in that district, Marion
Okay.
Marion County Fire Department District.
Okay, so which is the largest fire district in the county?
Yeah, there's 100, I think she said 104.
You know, I hope there is. That sounds like a big number, though, to be honest
I
with
was
you.
asking them a question, I got to ask a dumb question. This time of year with the Johnson grass and the weeds and everything, are these things to be,
I don't know. That's a problem. Sharon and I have talked about that. We have some pretty good locations. It'll say it's 50 feet from the entrance to the driveway, it's X. We'll find
so you have some
Jimmy
help?
Mudd has give us a description of all the locations.
All
and-
right.
We have actually talked
Yeah.
about that. Are they going to be easy to find?
You know, the other thing is that you could, we've got the cell numbers and the email addresses of each of the fire chiefs of our five fire departments. And it might save you some time and effort if you shot them an email or called them and verified, gave them the list of what is in their fire district, because I'm sure they know. Those guys are very good. I mean, they know where those hydrants are, so it might help you out a lot, because I'm like Steve, I'm sure.
Loretta's already got all their GPS to me.
Yeah, so that helps out big
Loretta,
time.
I don't know if the other ones have done it yet or not, but I know, so,
I doubt
I
it.
think anything we can do will help.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying it might save you some time.
yeah.
If we start running into a lot of trouble, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Well, the other side of that is save some time, and also, if we're going to do it, we want to be sure we get them all.
Oh, yeah.
Back before they started all this, they put in those dry hydrants, they call them. Of course, they won't
Right.
help the ISO ratings any.
They actually do, they've changed, ISO's changed, and if you have a dry hydrant on your property, it is potential that you can get a better rate. You can get a decrease.
So there's several of those. For a few years, we
Yeah.
put some of those in. I know like there's 3, I know in my district, different spots.
We just don't want, David and I have talked about it, and Sharon and I have talked about it, we just don't want any mystery hydrants in Marion County. We got them, they need to be matched.
Yeah.
With the fire district matched.
Sounds good.
Our water lines have been increased in size too, so, some we had years ago that probably wouldn't pass probably will now, so I mean.
Like 4-inch line or 5?
Some of them were on 3, now they're on 6 and 8 inches, so I
Yeah,
think
I think they have to be on 6 or 6 and
Yeah,
above, so.
so it possibly could help us all. So.
Didn't we actually, on the hydrants, if we put hydrants in, it has to be on at least a 4 or a 6?
No, according to ISO and actually Public Service Commission, the County Water Board cannot put a hydrant on anything smaller than a 6-inch line. And
And I knew something-
even at the 6-inch line, then it has to have a certain amount of flow or pass a flow test as well.
250 is what it
Yeah,
is.
250 a
Yeah,
minute?
yeah.
Okay, so.
So-
Another issue too is, it's not an issue but comment, is Sharon is just 110%. We threw this ball in her court, and all she does is map it, sort it, and bring it to me and say, Keith, what do you think? And she's 110%. I could not do it without her. She's really good at her job.
Oh, we knew that, but we are very grateful for her.
Keith is too.
Appreciate you too, Keith.
Hey, John, Keith is too, she makes him shine.
She's good. She was like that when I worked with her at the health department.
No.
I knew what we were getting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Brandon, Mark?
We gave you all a report there, Big Trip's got the monthly report that she's looking at. We're trying to simplify that, give you some meaning, and give you a better understanding of how things being operated, how it's being spent, what the income and revenue are. So if you have questions about that, I'll hang there. Mr. Wilson should have with me tonight. We'll hang with you and talk to you about it if you have any questions about that.
I have some question, Mr. Wilson, but we'll wait. So.
There's also an invitation getting sent out to all of you all on first graduation of our REACH program. it'll be July the 7th. Like I say, we'll be getting formal invitation here pretty soon.
Who all participates in the REACH program?
That is all of our Class D work side. That's state
About
inmates.
50 or 60, don't you?
On the.
Reach.
search group.
REACH program?
That's 80 people.
80. Wow.
That's where we,
Entering American communities with hope.
that's where you got the increase in per diem, right?
We started getting paid for that in January, so this will be our first group of guys going through that program.
Awesome.
Now, when they graduate, does that mean they're about ready to be released also?
They'll be close. There'll be some that'll graduate with that, and there'll be some that are getting close. They're also going to have their family members with them during this ceremony. So we're trying to reunite the families with the inmate. And we've already had them with each other 3 other times during the journey. So this will be the final capstone of what we do in the family portion of it. And then we're also going to graduate them from the program.
So let me ask you, I'm just curious, as you said, once they graduate, then most of them are close to their time, so they're ready to be released out back into society. The other question I got, those who aren't, do we continue to get the increase per diem, or does that drop back down?
We continue to get it.
That's a beautiful thing. Great answer. Thank you so much.
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
And that's one thing, everybody that's in our program, in the REACH program, they have completed a substance abuse program. So they've gone through the cognitive behavior therapy. Now they're going into the reentry portion. And so there's no reason, and that's what we battle with, there's no reason to send these guys back to another institution to where they just go back into jail mentality. So we try to keep them in the therapeutic community.
So the REACH program is a critical program to obviously the detainees or inmates, as well as obviously to the operation of the.
And this is where the Kentucky Career Center, they're involved in the REACH program. The health department, they're involved. Culinary arts, we have the culinary arts program that some of the guys are going through. Approximately 6 months. It's minimum of 6 months, but like I say, it could take a little longer.
I didn't hear Ms. Larry's question.
Involvement with it too, because the family portion of it, they're coming to the jail. We get to spend time with the families get to spend time with them, inmates. They're ready for reentry when they get to it. The family knows what to expect. Makes a big difference.
Gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Stephanie was here for the EMS, and she's left. Emergency management, I think Laurie's been down for training. She got to meet with Vicki today, so she's actually in Frankfurt as we speak. Gary Luce is out of town right now.